we're gonna do is we're gonna take the hydrofoil off, and then we're gonna do a complete test. We're gonna check the speed, we're gonna check the performance with no hydrofoil, and then we are going to put the hydrofoil back on, and we're gonna do a complete new test, and we're just gonna let you know everything that happens. Is it worth it? All that good stuff.
Woo! Banshee boating, baby!
Pretty good. Close.
Banshee boat for everything boating. These maneuvers could be dangerous if not operating the boat properly. Do so at your own risk. Make sure to always have boating safety equipment, pleasure craft license on board, and always wear your PFD. Be conscious of those around you. Respect the shared waterway. Remember, never drink alcohol on boat. Always play safe on the water.
Okay, so we got our hydrofoil off here. So now we're gonna test the boat with no hydrofoil. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna check the speed, we're gonna check the performance, we're gonna check how it handles, and then what we're gonna do is gonna put this classic Senior Stingray hydrofoil back on, and we're gonna check out the full performance when it's back on, and we're gonna see how everything runs. Let's do it. As far as the handling, let's check that out. First, we'll do a top speed run. Ready? We'll do a top speed run, check out the water, just see what kind of conditions we're in. We're kind of in mildly rough conditions, not rough at all, but just not glass water. So we'll see what kind of speed run we can do. Already, the hydrofoil would be on plane already at this point. Let's see what kind of top speed run we got here. The hydrofoil, so we can find a place to put it on. Ready? Let's go with the waves. We'll go right to that and see what we can get there. We can get 65 looks today. Check it up a bit.
Trips me out without that thing on.
Does it?
Like, I don't like it.
Trips you out?
Yeah, it scares me. I don't think it's meant to be.
Well, it doesn't come with one stock.
It just feels fucked up. I don't like.
Does
I don't
it?
really enjoy driving without it.
Okay. Let's check it out. See how long it takes. Let's try and get up on plane. We'll see how long. See what it's like. It scares Emily with the hydrofoil off.
Like
she won't drive it. That's how much of a difference there is. Okay. So without the hydrofoil, I found when you're steering, the motor seems a lot more loosey-goosey, and it can easily whip when you're steering. When you're cornering, it still corners nice, but it feels almost like you can feel the drag of the hydrofoil in the water, but which is also could be a good thing, because I do enjoy how the boat with motor feels planted when you're turning. With this, it feels like, with no hydrofoil, it almost feels like, it definitely feels more dangerous. It almost feels like you could lose control easier. And it feels like it definitely makes a huge difference with the hydrofoil as far as I'm concerned. There, so we'll check on a few more other things. Top speed definitely felt a little faster in the top end, but you know, it was almost like 70 kilometers an hour.
I'm a little concerned of how different it feels without the hydrofoil, and I feel definitely a little scared when we're going top speed. Holy shit. 69 kilometers. Okay. Wow. When you release the gas without the hydrofoil, it feels like you're gonna flip.
Without the hydrofoil, it definitely seems a lot less stable, and Emily was afraid to drive it. She won't drive it without the hydrofoil.
That takes a little bit to get it on plane. Definitely plane's a little bit later.
Yeah, the definitely turning's a lot scarier. Just turning a little bit, you can feel the back end's not as planted in. It's almost like with the hydrofoil, it's almost like a pivot point. Back, so the boat, so you always have that solidarity in the back in the, with the hydrofoil. Without the hydrofoil, it kind of feels like the ass end just kind of wants to skip around a lot more. It's not a bad thing. Definitely if you're concerned about your high speed, we're about to find out when we put the hydrofoil back on what kind of speed we're gonna have difference, because we've already driven with the hydrofoil on, and you know, to me it was plenty fast. So to me the hydrofoil made that much of a difference. Such a small boat like this, you really want to that little bit of stabilization, little bit of solidarity. That little bit makes a huge difference in a boat like this.
Okay, so we're just starting off fresh right here. And so I'm gonna put it in gear. So I'm putting it in forward drive. Coming up, this is without the hydrofoil, so it takes a second to get off plane, and then the front end does come down. There we go, that's good.
We don't have a dock, so we're gonna have to just come on the beach over here. We're just gonna bring the boat close to shore, and then I'll be able to stand in the water, and we're gonna have to take it sweet easy here, because we're gonna put that hydrofoil back on and we'll see how everything goes. Water's so cold here. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get this hydrofoil back on and we're gonna see how it goes. After your legs go completely numb, it's not a big deal. Want to hold these for me? Okay, so this one's gonna go in right here. Easy to go.
This particular hydrofoil is a no drill application, but when they do say no drill, it usually means drill. This hydrofoil was installed by the previous owner first. Okay, so we got it all tightened, and now almost ready to hit back on the water, and we'll see what happened with the hydrofoil, see what kind of difference it made here.
Hey,
Buddy.
you go pee. Ooh, my feet are like icebergs here. That's freezing. Okay, gonna give it a little push. Get in the water here. Then you don't want to start your engine near the shore. You don't want to hit it on rocks and shit. So we push out.
So let's take a look at what kind of performance differences we got. The first thing I noticed is that the bow comes down a lot quicker even at slower speeds. If I were to let go of the steering wheel without the hydrofoil, the steering wheel would automatically want to jerk quickly. But with the hydrofoil, it's a lot better steering because the wheel doesn't seem to want to jerk as quick. It's a lot more gradual, and the hydrofoil passing through the water kind of keeps it smoother.
Here we go, we're going to do a high speed run here. Speed we're getting. The float gets up plane a lot easier. I was playing with the trim too. I was playing with the trim up and down here just to see if we can get the speed any difference, because you just want to see, you want to play with your trim up a little bit, trim down a little bit to make sure that propeller's hitting the water at the right amount, so then you can really get the top speed. I'm not concerned with the top speed, I'm concerned with general all-around performance. The best difference that I notice is when you're turning, the motor of the boat is planted more, and you can really you can turn a lot quicker and a lot smoother. Cornering, it's a lot more stable, so I can really approach the corner with a lot. Check it out here. Turn around the other way now. You can really stay on the throttle because you can feel that the hydrofoil carries the back.
I feel a lot more confident when I'm driving with the hydrofoil on. I feel he gives you a lot more stability. We're going at a nice, easy pace, something Andrew's not used to. Just kidding.
So the hydrofoil did end up slowing down the boat just a little bit. My question for you is the trade-off worth it? Added stability, added potential performance and turning, for that little bit less top speed. Is that worth it? Make sure to like and subscribe right down there because we got new videos coming every single week.
Banshee boating, baby!